7. Old Jewish Cemetery, Prague, Czech Republic. What happens if a tomb was erected over the grave? This is what happened on a grave in the Old Jewish Cemetery of Prague, that is. Old Jewish Cemetery was founded in the 15th century, but until now, the 11 other graves have been made above this grave, and look, there are about 12,000 tombstones with an estimated 100,000 body buried in the Old Jewish Cemetery, overwritten on top of one to the other. See the statistics, then it is not surprising if there are various creepy tales of the circle around the Old Jewish Cemetery. Six. Chicago-Graceland Cemetery, U.S. In Chicago there is a famous cemetery noted for creepy and tragic story in it, that is the grave of Graceland. The cemetery itself is not creepy, but there is grave in the cemetery of this that makes the cemetery Graceland Cemetery as a list entry deserves a terrible world. In the cemetery there is a statue of girls aged 6 years as if it were sitting on the bench, using a Lacy underwear, as well as holding umbrellas and flowers. The statue was placed on top of a tomb that is cited as the tomb of Inez Clarke. Five. Grave, Highgate, London, United Kingdom. Highgate Cemetery, or Graveyard Highgate in London, is probably one of the most horrific haunted cemeteries that existed in the United Kingdom. Home to more than 50,000 tombs, Graves is famous for the story of the ghost Menayaremkanya, starting from a vampire sucking the blood of a dead animal, a creature resembling a devil, to the old woman's ghost is often seen circling the grave to look for his children that he killed himself. Four. The Chase Vault, Christchurch, Barbados. Is not appropriate if referred to as grave as we know right now. The Chase Vault is a large underground tomb that can contain many coffin people died. Not only that, it has a large door made of marble and requiring more than 5 people to be able to open it. This tomb is very famous for the legend of creepy coffin that can move. Three. The Cemetery, La Noria, Chile. Away from urban areas to the north of Chile, located an abandoned mining town called La Noria with his tomb. La Noria itself actually was once a popular mining town, but due to the economy of the city must be closed and abandoned. Precisely around the year 1800, the city is the home for workers who are called slaves, accompanied by horrible death due to accidents and also the tragic living conditions. Bodies of those who died because of this reason buried in the cemetery of La Noria is not far from the city. 2. The Cemetery La Recoleta, Buenos Aires. Argentina. La Recoleta is one of the most famous cemeteries in Argentina. At a glance, this grave is a grave that looks beautiful, filled with marble statues and tombs carved just so beautiful. But among the large number of tombs that look beautiful, there are a variety of spooky stories round a variety of tombs in this cemetery, and the nightly ghost will appear and shining white lady haunts the cemetery. One. El Panteón de Belén, Guadalajara, Mexico. Is sometimes referred to as the grave of Santa Paula, however better known briefly as the grave of Belén in Guadalajara, Mexico, is a historical cemetery that opened in the year 1848. Unfortunately, it was closed down officially in 1896, and now this just becomes a grave historical often used as destination tour. There are so many creepy ghost story around this grave. The one that can make your skin crawl, occipital feathers, is a story about a haunted tree in El Panteón de Belén.